Okay. I don't know. Let me see. What does it say down there? Oh, well, guess what? Hold on. Almost ready. And how's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pigeon. My name's Andy Bumatai, and for those of you, we're coming to you live from Hawaii. And for those of you watching the rerun, in the beginning of the show, we always play a video. Okay. And that video gives those joining on the live stream a chance to settle in and, let us know they're here. Those are the comments you'll see popping up on the bottom of the screen. Now, today's video takes us through the University of Hawaii campus here on the island of Oahu. So I'll see you on the other side of that video, and thanks for joining us.
We all walk with an outer glow, living on our insides, casting shadows. The world's spinning around again. We all know, but we all pretend. Earth spinning round again. Blood pumping round again. You said your name was Billy Joe, but you didn't know how to play the piano. Your feet soft off the beaten road, but you kept on traveling to the so-called unknown. Your heart beating for in this life. Bending over backwards just to know tonight. Who's your heart beating for? Who's your heart beating for in this life? Bending over backwards just to know tonight. Who's your heart beating for? Who's your heart beating for?
All right. How's it? Now, for those of you who are new to the show, welcome. You're watching The Daily Pigeon. I'm your host, Andy Bumatai. And here we talk about all things Hawaii from the perspective of people who have a true love for the islands. We don't talk politics. So if you're the type who enjoys getting angry and you haven't turned your caps lock off in a few years, this may not be the show for you. Here we concentrate more on what brings people together, not what separates them. And we show Hawaii news clips, purposely avoiding the if it bleeds, it leads mentality. Okay? So that said, let's take a look at what we have in store video clip wise. Okay? Now, check this out. Odometer selfies. What's that? Okay, when you have to get a safety check, they do a bunch of stuff. Well, now that includes getting a selfie of your odometer. What does that mean? Okay, and why is this light blinking in the back and distracting me to the max? Okay, pending registrations. If you're trying to register your car in Hawaii, you've known how long it takes. It's like 5 weeks waiting on the DMV. Imagine that. And the Office of Hawaiian Affairs has dropped its lawsuit against the state and those people who built the telescopes up on Mauna Kea. We're going to talk about that. Compromise? Question mark. And Hawaiian Air got hacked. Yeah, someone broke in and got a bunch of information. We're going to take a look at that video. And then we're going to do a little shout out to some shout outs because Lena Girl and Davey D, the hosts of Island Life Live, do a segment called Shakas and Shout Outs. So we're going to take a look at that. Okay. But first, let's go to the big board and say, how's it to some of the people who have joined us? Okay. Hey, there's Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Aloha to everyone. And that's a lot of people right there. See, Honda, one of our moderationists in the Holly. Thanks for being here. Speaking of moderators, there's Devin. She also moderates, as does Nani Aloha, who's also an associate producer. Okay. Chiguire X. Aloha no. Thanks for being here. E.T. Guerrero. Thanks for showing face. Big Squirrel Nuts, the screen name that has everybody giggling. And GB, mahalo for all your comments on the YouTube page once we post these videos. Okay, and let's see. Krista Lynch, good to see the OG gangy. Yeah, been a while, huh? Okay, and Mariana, what's going on? Long time no see. This light flashing in the background has got, hold on, I got to deal with it. It's driving me nuts. Only because, I grew up where flashing lights were not that good. You see that right there? Why is it doing that suddenly? Hold on. Ah, always something. Ah, okay, hold on. And when I took the phones off, this thing unplugged, no problem there. Let's just see, you know. You try and be slick, it's just not gonna happen. I tell you what, okay? There we go. Now, where were we? Let's go back to the big board. We were saying hi to people having good fun, and then suddenly flashing lights. Pull over. Touch your hand to your nose. Stand on one leg. Count backwards from 9,482. How's it? No comment. I know. How come you didn't fix that blinking light? June Kubasek, aloha Friday to everyone. My alarm went off to remind me to change the channel. Oh, do you watch on your television? Yeah, we did that thing the other day. I'm the allergies have been killing me lately, but I'm powering through as best I can. Marcus, how are you? I'm gonna try pronounce your last name. Godinez. Godinez, or is it Godinez? Thank you for being here. How's it, Ohana? If can. If no can, no can. My favorite saying. Well, guess what? It's my favorite life. Eric S. Thanks, Look, no work till Monday. Oh, you like that song, huh? There we go. And Linda Louie, is that right? Still got it. So funny, huh? Well, I don't know. Technically, as well, is what make me laugh. All this stuff. You sit here and wait for a half an hour to start, and as soon as you start, a light starts blinking. What? I guess that tree doesn't like to be in the spotlight. And there's Brian on LinkedIn. By the way, we're on a number of different platforms, including two Facebook, two YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, and X. Okay, so when you see people's name come up on the screen here, like here's Brian, looking great. Mahalo. You'll see the little logo in the bottom left-hand corner. That's LinkedIn. Yeah, there he is. And here is hi, Robinator. You see that one? That's YouTube. Yeah, okay. And then Devin is on Twitch. So you get the idea. Okay, let's watch our first video here. And again, this one is about why, when you go get your safety check now, you need to take a picture of your odometer. Let's watch.
Snapshot, but it's signaling a big shift in how Hawaii drivers, especially those with electric vehicles, will soon help pay for our roads. A new state law requires odometer photos to be taken during your vehicle's annual safety check. Jill Kuramoto reports.
Think of it as a new step in your annual car checkup. Insurance, registration, safety sticker, and now smile for the camera. Your odometer gets a close-up.
As of July 1st, every vehicle going through a safety inspection must have its odometer reading.
How did they avoid a selfie? I went right to it. A picture got selfie. Okay, anyway.
Photographed.
In the past, we manually inputted the numbers as far as the odometer. Now the state wants a clear picture.
It's part of Hawaii's slow but steady move toward the mileage-based road usage charge. Electric vehicles are the first group being transitioned. Starting July 1st, they can choose to pay a flat $50 fee or opt into the road usage charge program and pay 0.8 cents per mile. The plan is to transition all vehicles to the program by 2033. The state says odometer readings are the most reliable way to track mileage.
It's going to be a little bit longer. It's just...
Some people say things I just go, oh, really? The odometer reading is the best way to track mileage? Who'd have thunk it? I love it. Hey, start again. Come on, button.
The fact that we have to photograph the odometer now, that's the next step, and everything else will be the same.
And while the photo process is pretty straightforward, and the state says the system is secure.
So it's loaded into the system through here, and it goes straight to the Department of Transportation.
Most drivers we spoke with didn't know about the new photo requirement, nor about the extra 75 cents the state tacked on to safety checks starting July 1st to help pay for the administrative cost of processing the photos.
Yeah, we're paying for this rail, we're paying...
Yeah, to pay for the administrative cost that it, costs the city to figure out how to charge you more. Oh, man. And this guy says it best.
For everything over here, things are getting expensive.
We have a link on the KHON2.com website to a tool EV drivers can use to estimate how much they might owe under the road usage charge and compare the two options. Jill Kuramoto, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Yep, exactamo. Wait a minute, click here. What's this? It says, Andy, local pollen, actually bee pollen, helps if you eat it. Allergies. Yeah, well, whatever. There's always somebody, you gotta snort coffee grounds. That's the way to, whatever. Everybody's got something that works for you. Mine is Safa. Yeah. The old tried and true method. Safa, you bugger. There you go. Now, I was going, what's with the odometer? And I think it's because electric vehicles pay less or have, incentives so that they don't have to pay as much. So they went, oh, I got an idea. We'll just charge them by the mile. Oh, money, 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 money. Ooh, James money. Tony, how's it? Short, simple, concise. Mahalo for being here, bro. Okay. And Terry in Scotland says, Devin, yes, you're right on all counts. She is smart and cuddly, an expert climber, it turns out. If you're not talking about a cat, you got to get off Tinder. Okay? Just saying, Terry. Whoop. Yep. The Offspring lyrics. I don't know what that means. And no comment says getting the e-vehicles back for all that free parking at the airport. Yep. They'll figure something out. Yeah, I know. And there's Nani Aloha who sent me a text saying the audio levels are good. We worked on them a lot yesterday. Roger Sasaki, haven't seen Brother Roger in a while. They don't pay the fuel tax to fix the roads because there's no use gas. Bing! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's it, Roger, right there. Why didn't that dawn on me? Yeah, they don't pay the gas tax, so guess what? And there isn't that much electricity tax to pay for it, so bingo, Roger. When you run for office, let me know, okay? Oh, okay. Let's take a look at that. Another one of these video clips here. Let me see if I can go here and then go here and then take a look at what we've already looked at. We've looked at the odometer selfie, and how come it's not changing? Because I'm on the wrong one. Duh. Okay, see, watch this. See how that one gets kind of highlight and then boom, pending registrations. Now, what could this be, right? Everybody knows that when you really want to enjoy yourself, you go down to the DMV and snuggle up to a line and just enjoy the ambiance. By the way, I have to say, I go to the Wahiwa DMV here, have for years. It's always a joy, and I'm not being facetious. They're courteous and nice. The line moves fast. There's a gal in the front there. I think she's a volunteer. What are you looking to do? Oh, get in this lane. Oh, do that. Let me put you in the computer to make sure you're called correctly. It's a wonderful experience. So this pending registration thing here, an anomaly in my world.
We begin with thousands of Oahu drivers still on the waiting list, waiting for their car registrations. And now some dealerships say the backlog is actually hurting their sales. Bryce Moore reports on what's causing the backlog and what's being done to fix it.
The Department of Customer Services says more than 6,700 registrations
Personalized license plate. There it is.
are still pending after a surge in demand in March and April of this year. Wait times surged to 5 weeks at their peak.
We have reduced the wait time by a week, and we should be able to return back to our goal of 10 business days within the next few weeks, if not sooner.
Hashiro says they've reassigned more workers to help clear the backlog, adding they're looking at other upgrades as well.
And we're looking at technology to enhance our efficiency and streamline procedures to better ensure effectiveness in the future or longer term efficiency.
But some dealerships say they haven't noticed much improvement, and it's
That sounded like she was reading a brochure or something. You know what I'm saying? We to enhance efficiency for the satisfaction of our, huh? Okay. Shout out.
Costing them business.
Sometimes like customers do back out of deals because they're like, oh, why is it taking so long? They think it's like our fault, but we tell them, oh, we're waiting for the DMV, so it's like nothing we can really do. You know, they go elsewhere.
Have you seen any improvement in the last couple months about the turnaround?
Not really. It kind of varies. Some are a little faster, some aren't. We're doing our best. The only thing.
You definitely need the B-roll of the, because someone wants to go, look, that thing, come here, just grab it, boom, put them on my car. Remember when you could peel them off easy? Yup, there we go. And look, Auto Galaxy, pimping out the number. Enough 8s in there or what? What do you think? There we go.
Thing to do is wait.
Now, whether you're buying a new car or waiting on your updated emblem, the DMV says help is on the way, and they're expecting to get the backlog cleared in the next few weeks.
We've been experiencing this unanticipated spike and have addressed it. So we're going to work very diligently to ensure that moving forward that we're able to more quickly resolve this if it were to reoccur.
The Customer Services Department says the most convenient way to get registration renewals figured out is through its various kiosks statewide. We'll have a link to a map of those locations on KHON2.com. Bryce Moore, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
We've been watching Bryce Moore for a few years now, right? We've been doing this show for 5 years. He has really come a long way, He's starting to fill out a little bit. Remember when he was that skinny kid? And now, Joe's son, of course, but still really getting smooth and, and exuding confidence. Good on you, Bryce. I gotta tell you. Did they let you off the hook, Mad Statter? Mad Statter was saying she hadn't registered her car, in what is it? 5 years? Yeah, a little late. Well, I was in line, but, have you been to the DMV? It took me 4.5 just to get to the counter. I know. Yep. But, you still have to pay all the back taxes. Just because you skipped a year doesn't mean you don't have to pay it. That's why, it's people who do this thing where they have a car sitting in their garage they don't drive and they don't turn the plates in. And then you want to sell that old car? Yeah, sure. It's, $10,000. What? Because the back registration. Oh, my goodness. He asked me why, and I told him I just spaced. Only in the Pacific Northwest would that be considered a valid excuse. I spaced. The cop goes, oh, well, I'm sorry. I thought you were just being negligent. I didn't realize you spaced. Okay, here's a warning. Next time, do the deed. Tennessee requires us to register our RV in Hawaii. The plane fare must kill you. Should be big fun since it's in storage in Tennessee. Oh, it's fun, yeah. He gave me a ticket and then told me how to beat it in court. Did he play Michael Jackson in the background? I know. What's that, Jack? Glad to see Devin. Oh, that's nice. I'm always happy to see her myself. Okay. A space case. Hey, Mariana, thank you for the 100 biddies on Twitch. See what you see dancing around on the screen there? That's when someone donates on Twitch. Okay, it's 100 biddies or bits. A bit is a penny, by the way. So that's $1, and it's just more of a compliment than anything else. So Mariana, mahalo for being here. Thank you, and I appreciate that. Hey, Shakalaka is in the holly. Hi, Shak. Another one of our moderators and responsible for the website and also some technical stuff that I can't remember the acronyms of. Hey, I wanted to show you something. Check this out, Shock. I built a, what do they call that? I forget, I can hit a button and look, there's the website now, and I can scroll through it. Look at this, and it's right on the top. And then I can hit, any one of the. It's like an actual website. This is our merch site right here. Click that, and I click another button. Click the same button, and it goes away. So I don't have to bring it up and do all this other fancy dance stuff. How cool is that? What's it called? I can't remember the name of, again, like I said, Shaw can do it and remember what it's called. I, on the other hand, okay, let's see. Now, what kind of time we got? Let's check up here because my other thing. Oh, we got about that's about what, 10 minutes to 4? Okay. 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Hey, Ray Rangle, mahalo for the super chat. Well, now that's a YouTube thing. $4.99. How's it, Andy? Happy Friday to everyone. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, that is really $4.99. And I guess, if Ray, didn't have capital gains problem, he would have went to $5. I'm serious. But, being the frugal person that he knows, under strict, advice of his accountant, boom. And that's why he can afford to do that right there. Okay. G-Man 808, how you, brother? Mahalo for being here once again. Okay, let's go to the big board just because I like the way people's avatars look. And then I want to show you some other geeky thing I've been working on. Okay, mahalo, Ray, for the super chat. Hand green crystal ball. Ooh. No, it's 10 minutes to 10. Yeah, where you are, June. But here in Hawaii, it's I'm on Hawaiian time. So again, it's 3:50 p.m. in the islands. Okay. Hey, William, how are you? Hey, more respectable time, huh, Rick, Bill? Right? And again, as always, please give Bones my aloha. We rode together in the Pacific Nights Motorcycle Club, and his wife, who rode with us also, her nickname is Bones, because what she did, and I did a video on this, is she was, her job for the military in a highly classified, place that I had to get clearance to go into. She identifies the bones of fallen soldiers that they found on foreign soil and does DNA and all this, again, stuff I don't understand, to identify who they are so she can give closure. So the military and the government can give closure to the people who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. So that's why we call her Bones. I know people going, "Oh, you calling his wife Bones?" But that's because what she does, and she's very proud of it, as well she should be. There we go. Aloha, June and William. Yep, that's William. We call him Bill. He's a Triumph guy. And look who just stepped in. There's Brian, but just before him was Keone. And when I went to click, it jumped and boom. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's amazing work. Yes, Bill Squirrel, Big Squirrel Nuts. Ooh. Okay, here's what I wanted to show you. And again, geek alert, geek alert. We have these different cameras, right? We have this camera, and we have the camera that shows you that with the thing, and we have this camera here, which faces down, which primarily is to show the laptop station over there that I was on a lot today. And then we have this camera, and that's this one here facing this, so you can see the editing bay behind me there, right? And I've added this camera. Now, this is not so that, I can see myself, and dig on my bad attitude. It's not that. This is my iPhone, and I've done this specifically. So watch this. I can reach over, grab it, and show you what's going on my screen. Because remember the other day I wanted to show you my little screen that I built with all the virtual Stream Deck buttons, that's this right here. Now you can probably see my cursor there almost, right? This was the button that I pushed to, bring up the website, right? And then this one here, when I press it, see that? And then the one over here, if I want to show people the website, I can push that button and it comes there, like there, right? This is the teleprompter that I use. This is the Elgato prompter, and I do that so that I can look straight into the camera and not be looking off the side. And this is the talking points. Interface that I use, and this over here, this is all the stuff that I use to control the Ecamm Live. These are all the controls, sound and exposure. These are all the scenes that I have that I go through, and up there are the different cameras. I can actually click on those, and this is of course the chat. That's you guys right there. Here. We'll put this here. See, look there, love. Oh, there you all are. Oh, there you go. Here, I'll leave this here and type where you're from, and let's watch the chat jump. What do you say? Fun? No? Okay, maybe not. Oh, there you go. See, I can go. Ooh, there we go. Oh, Clickanizer, smash the buttons. Smash the buttons, Andy. Yeah, there you go. That's it. But anyway, so hold on. Let me go watch this. I take my little cursor and I go up here. See on the top, all this top row are the different cameras. So when I hit this one, oh, here, look, Devin says she's from. Oh, you know what? What if I just leave this here like this? Yeah, there you go. In fact, I could tilt it up so you could see more. There we go. Yeah, hey, California Beach. There we go. See, so now I can go from this, right? And then I have a button that I can hit and just go straight to the chat. 1100 Ala Moana Boulevard. Somebody getting doxxed? Sturgis. Yeah, there we go. You're going to ride the Sturgis? Okay. Oh. Okay, so there we go. And now we have another camera here. I wonder what that looks like on camera right here. See, let's see, we do this. Oh, there we go. You see it right here? That's this camera now. But you can hardly see it. That's kind of cool, don't you think? Yeah. Okay. Time to see what else we have. And we said pending registration. We talked about that. Now, this next one is very interesting and as political as we get, but we're not going to, talk about anything other than the Office of Hawaiian Affairs dropping its lawsuit against the state of Hawaii and the people that built those telescopes up on Mauna Kea that people were protesting so much in 2019 because they've come to a compromise. How cool is that? I know. So let's watch.
A major decision today in the oversight of sacred Mauna Kea. After years of legal action, the Office of Hawaiian Affairs has decided to drop lawsuits that it had filed against the state, the Board of Land and Natural Resources, and the University of Hawaii. Our Jai Cunningham joins us in the studio with our top story with the major announcement. And Jai, the lawsuits address some specific claims.
Yeah, you're right, Le'ui. OHA cited decades of mismanagement atop the Mauna.
Wow.
We're talking about litigation that dates back, nearly a decade. We're talking about to 2017. Now, in the years that followed, there have been protests, none bigger than in 2019, when a large-scale movement shut down the mountain for months.
Upside down.
Now, the protest made international news, with dozens of kupuna being arrested atop the mountain. They were joined by many other kiai, guardians or protectors of the mountain. Now, today's announcement, it's a major shift in focus for OHA.
We are now working directly with Governor Josh Green and the Mauna Kea Stewardship Authority leadership to support a model of stewardship that is led by Native Hawaiians and shaped by community voices. This is not a retreat. It is a recommitment to the Mauna through unity, cultural integrity, and focused advocacy.
Office of Hawaiian Affairs.
There's my friend Brickwood Galataria right there on, yeah, see him? Oh, he's a great guy. I'm so glad that he's one of the trustees.
Board Chair Kai Kahele making that announcement at today's board meeting. Now, the first lawsuit, it was filed in 2017 and another one just last year. Now, hear what the major players had to say about this pivotal shift. Governor Josh Green said this decision by OHA opens a new chapter of unity and shared responsibility. He went on to say, together we will ensure that Mauna Kea is managed with the respect and care it deserves, honoring its cultural significance and natural beauty. Act 255, it was passed by the Hawaii State Legislature in 2022, establishing the Mauna Kea Stewardship and Oversight Authority. It was established to try and create a framework to manage the cultural importance and the significance of the Mauna. Now, the authority's executive director, John DeFries, said of today's announcement, our shared commitment is to uphold the sacredness of Mauna Kea through collaborative stewardship that reflects the values and traditions of Native Hawaiians. He went on.
Woof. Let's just pause there. Someone actually, oh, that's on the news. I know. Now let's see if they do it. Come on.
To say, in fulfilling the mandates described in the authorities enabling legislation of Act 255. Now, OHA going on to say that it will engage Lahui at every step, ensuring transparency, accountability, and inclusion of community voices in this process. We'll, of course, keep you updated. Jai Cunningham, Island News.
Ooh, my brother-in-law works up there. Yeah. He does the math, believe it or not. I would... What? He says, yeah, I calculate, how they have to move things and where things are going to be. And, it's just okay. Hold on. What time is it? The big hand is where? Okay, I got it. Cool. Thank you. Happy Aloha Friday. Hi, Suzanne. It's good to have you here. Okay. What? Saying hi to Steve Diego. That's good. It's Aloha Friday. Yeah, that song. Amazing how popular that became. That was, the name escapes me in a second because I'm too busy being silly. Okay. What else were we going to do? Yeah, by the way, yesterday, we geeked out on, on this thing where it was called Stream Alive, where I could go in and now let's not try that again. We got about a half hour left. That really took us off the deep end yesterday. Off the hook. How you? Great picture off the hook. I know. Look at that. Lighting, great. Ooh. Attitude, let's look again. In fact, let's do the big board to completely, because this is a new avatar for Off the Hook. You know what I mean? Right? You remember? Look at that. Great shot. Wow. I know. Let's see. And Shock says, my late boss once programmed the movement of the big scope and neglected to check a parameter, i.e. speed. He was nearly squished. It moved so fast. Oh, man, that sounds like the beginning of a movie, Ah! Somebody bring me the scope. Somebody bring me the scope. Why? You just brush your teeth. No, not that scope, you idiot. Anyway, okay. Kimo Kahuano. Mahalo nui loa e ke kane. Ooh. He was the one who sang, "No work till Monday. It's aloha." It was a simple song, but just boom, he hit a nerve with it, you know. And I got a feeling he was sitting around trying to write, no one ever wrote a Aloha Friday song, you know. We should do a parody on it. It's Aloha Monday, we pow with fun days, time for bocha and iron shirt clothes. Then get on the traffic and stuck in traffic. Anyway, that's why I'm not a songwriter, okay? Telescope. Telescope. Oh, sorry. Did you really think I meant a bottle of mouthwash? If you did, I thank you that my acting was so convincing. Aloha, Andy and Gengi. Sorry, I have early work and sad to say, so OMG made my day for the work weekend. There you go. Okay, aloha and have a good time wherever you might end up, Linda. Thanks. Oh, you cracking me up, brother. Oh, well, I'm glad. Thank you so much. Okay, you know what? Let's play a video. I have one. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this one. It's old school, but I was going through the drops and the videos and stuff, and this one goes to that neighborhood. Remember when all the firecrackers went off, and and there was that that big issue where in Aliamanu. This is that neighborhood. Now, I haven't looked at it closely. I don't know if it goes down that street, but we're going to play a drop by Lono and then play that video. Okay? So let's do that.
Hello, my name is Pam, and I listen to the Daily Pidgin with Andy Bumatai and the Spamajang Gang. Yay!
Hamajang.
Huh?
Hamajang.
Hamajang, not Spamajang?
No.
Oh, abut.
A shame, think something new under the sun. You can't take back them things you already done. No. You blame things that you do on somebody else. No. But they all see is you need help. But still you try so hard to cover up your games. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change. You waste all of your time covering up your tracks. Spend all your days running away. You gotta watch your back, and that's the facts. You spend so much of your life scheming and trying to get over. Got you wondering why you come around. All you get is cold shoulder. Yeah, you try so hard to cover up your games. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change.
Okay. Oh, we got a little spam dialogue going on. Yeah, I remember that taste test you did on your show, Mad Statter. By the way, check out Mad Statter on Twitch and on YouTube. Chatter with Statter, a very entertaining show where she ends up rapping about who knows what. And that show, she was talking about spam, the difference between the yellow can and the blue can, and if can and if cannot, and all kinds, right? Who Mad Statter says one of them is the water is cloudy. No, that's not a good thing. Maybe old stock. I don't know. Right. The uglier water tasted better though. Oh, that's what I love about you, Tanner. You wouldn't be afraid to say that. Okay, my granddaughters love it with pancakes. Yes. Oh man, I can eat spam, the classic spam as they call it now. Open it, just hold it with a napkin and just eat it. I don't know. I guess it's an upbringing thing, but still. There is a spam museum in Austin, Minnesota. This is the only piece of paradise in Minnesota. Oh, I thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not have your it says there is a spam museum in Austin, Minnesota, which is the only piece of paradise in Minnesota. I get it. There we go. Okay. I'll check you out. Yes, please check Mad Statter out. I gotta tell you, it's worth the click, or I was gonna say subscription. Okay, I'm gonna try this thing where you type where you're from in the chat, and to see if it shows up on this map. Okay, so first of all, let me go to that map and see if I can do this. Oops, that's not it. Is that okay? Here, that. Okay, let me move this over. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if you type where you're from, it should show up in this map. Okay, who's that? That I think that's Brian there, JBCB, right there. Okay, let's see. If I click on him, yep, there he is, Brian, JBCP13, and he's in Winnipeg. And notice it gives you the what am I trying to say? Temperature, right? It says Canada, and there it's 7-Eleven. Look, see the people popping up at the different places? Let's see if we can find them. Who's this here? Beep. Oop. Okay, that's Terry in Scotland, and he's in Minnesota, right there. Okay, and then who's this? Oh, let me see. If I click it, there's Seattle, Washington, and who's that? Oh, that's Mad Statter right there. Okay, let's see. I got to make sure I'm on it before I click, or it moves the map like that. But let's see. Here we go. This is Big Squirrel Nuts. Oh, man. Hey, I can't believe this is working so well. Okay. And who's in Sacramento? That's Sam Bittner down there. And in L.A., Devin. And it's she's got 75.3 degrees. Okay. Keone, I think I have to spin out to the world to see. Oh, look at here. Look at. By the way, you can lie and it'll believe you where you are. See, JBCB, there he's in Ono, Israel. And who we got? No comment. I can't even pronounce that. That's too funny. And who's this over here? No comments over there too. Oh, no comments traveling the world. And in Angola, no comment again. This guy, man, he must have a visa stamped 1,000,000 times. What's this over here? And this is, Nani Aloha is in Naples. Oh, man. You have a good internet connection. I know. Australia. How many of these are real? Oh, JVCB's in Australia. Oh, okay. Let's go back to North America. I noticed nobody's clicking from Hawaii, but that's okay. Okay, but isn't this kind of cool? Now, on yesterday's show, I had questions and all kind of stuff, but I'm gonna talk to Nani after the show's over, and maybe for next week, we'll have some shows. By the way, next week, we're gonna try Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, we're going to do shows on 3 days because yesterday when we did a poll, how many, days of week should we do the show? 5 days a week and 3 days a week. We're kind of tied afterwards, right? I went back and looked at it. So there we go. Oh, look here, June is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thailand. Oh, Thailand no show up. Oh, bummer. Yeah. There were some platforms also that did not show up. Here's GB and Mokli. Yeah, there he is over there. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure that's who is this here? Oh, Nani Aloha is in Hawaii. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Let's zoom into Hawaii and see if anybody else is there. No. GB, your Hawaii post evidently didn't show it. That's part of what we have to figure out: what shows up and where. Okay. Hey, Mike Mulcahy. I want to say I'm trying to say that correctly. He's in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, that's Terry. Wow. Okay. Did it really show up who's in Florida? Oh, Mariana. Are you actually in Florida, Mariana? Yeah, that's good. Cool. And in Houston, that's Austin Chiguire X. There we go. Yeah, but I think you guys see the potential in this, right? When we do stuff, we can. And again, this is the only slide I have on this one. On the other one, I had a bunch of different slides, but I didn't expect to do this. And I went, you know what? I want to give it a shot. I gotta have to get loose with it. Yeah, it's still the same. YouTube stream from Andy Bumatai page isn't connecting to the map just like yesterday. Hey, Molly, try going to Raw Rides Hawaii. Just Raw and then Rides Hawaii. It's my second YouTube page. By the way, pro tip: if you want to watch reruns or anything, that's the page to run it on, to watch it on, because there's no ads, because that page isn't monetized. There we go. Woo-hoo. Whoa. I was in Hawaii for 8 months. And then what happened? The governor called, huh, Mike? And what? Oh, you made bail. One of the two. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'll be on Andy YouTube going to switch to Raw Rides. Yeah, try that. Raw Rides, by the way, I was into this thing where I was doing just raw motorcycle rides on my Triumph. I mounted a camera on the tank, and it was more ASMR or ASMR. I can't remember. Anyway, there we go. And oh, what happened? Somebody was no. I don't see any. I don't see anybody else in Honolulu except for Nani. Yeah, there we go. Kenmore, Washington. Every time you say that name, Eric, the comic in me goes, no, don't do it. Okay, Reno, Nevada. Oh, no, Nevada didn't show up. I didn't see anything. I don't see anything there. I am going to go to sleep. Good night, Gengi. Alert the media, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Anthony Smith going moi moi. Cool. Last night was 77 degrees and I needed a light coat. Guess I can't go into cold weather anymore. Funny how that works, isn't it? When you're in cold weather a lot, it's like, 51 degrees. Hey, let's bust out the motorcycle. It's riding weather. I know. Only works for some. It's like a lot of things, huh? Off the hook. I'm sorry about that. But, save for calling, technical service and going, okay, what are we doing wrong here? All right. But this is not bad, for a first try. And you notice last time I did it, I had the map completely covering the screen, and I wasn't in the on the side here kibitzing. Okay, there we go. Let's change the picture and go to the iPhone. This iPhone has this is an iPhone 16. I told that story. I wasn't planning on buying one, but they gave me an amazing deal on turning in my iPhone 13. But the camera, it just blows my mind how good the cameras in these phones are. Scary. I know. Okay. I put Kakaako on your map to put me in and it put me in Scandinavia. Well, you didn't say you wanted to go to Kakaako, Hawaii, because Kakaako in Scandinavia is a very popular tourist destination. Yeah. They have a number of tire recapping shops and automatic transmission repair facilities there, just like our Kakaako. So, yeah. What's your connection to Kakaako? No comment. Did you used to live there? Let me know. I have a Kakaako video of what it looks like now, and it reminds me of San Francisco and the Mission. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to this, and then I'm going to close this and see. Because I can't remember. Oops. Oh no, now I can't remember. We did OHA Drops. Oh, Hawaiian Air getting hacked. I gotta tell you, never a good thing when you see that masked guy show up on your screen and say
all statements.
Oh man, I blew it. I was gonna try to do this. Your password.
Hawaiian Airlines is the latest victim of a cybersecurity attack. The company announced the issue to customers this morning. Experts say while your financial information should be safe, customers should also be cautious of potential phishing attacks. Stephen Farino has more.
I got it. No comment.
Hawaiian Airline customers who went to their website or app were notified by this alert, stating in part, Hawaiian Airlines addressing a cybersecurity event that has affected some of our IT systems. Hawaiian says flights were not affected. We asked Hawaiian Airlines how many customers were affected and what, if any, information was compromised. They declined to offer specifics. However, experts tell us that your
perfect hair for a windy day. You notice that? And he's standing in the right direction, but I just got him.
credit card information should be safe because most companies use encryption technology to store that information. However, they say stuff like your name, address, and email could be just as valuable to scammers.
They sell the hackers, they sell that information, make a bunch of money, and then other scammers.
Look at that. Does this guy have tape between his glasses like every nerd you ever saw on television? Look closely, is it?
Start this chain reaction.
The chain reaction includes you being flooded with random emails.
Oh,
so
man.
experts say be skeptical about everything because all it takes.
Be skeptical about everything. Raw, it's 2025. That's redundant.
Is one mistake.
Anything that they didn't make contact with, it's a scam. Just automatically, it's a scam.
Experts say it's also a good idea to use a third-party payment provider like PayPal, Venmo, or Apple or Google Pay. That way, even stores won't get your credit card info. And don't save your login info.
Good.
And never send cash through the mail to somebody in Nigeria who claims to be a prince. Just adding to that.
If you do save, anyone that jumps on your computer, they can go back in that site get in and, buy stuff and send it to them themselves.
Also, make sure you create strong passwords for your accounts and also for logging into your computer and phone.
I definitely recommend that. That's a very good idea. Apple will create a very strong password, and you will only have access to that password. So Apple either has Touch ID or Face ID. It's a very strong security feature, and it works well for most people.
Hawaiian says it has been in contact with experts and federal authorities about this situation. Stephen Florino, KH12 News, working for Hawaii.
Andre, what kind of fish is attacking Hawaiian Airlines? Ono? Catfishing. I'm guessing you're being funny there and don't know what catfishing is. Catfishing is when you pretend to be somebody else and then you go there and yeah. In fact, we have a scam. I have a bonus clip about a scam that's happening on the Big Island now. I don't know if it's related to this Hawaiian Airlines hack, but people there are getting phone calls. We'll play that one in just a little bit. In fact, let me check the time. I'm trying to keep the show to an hour. Oh, 4:25. Oh man, we got 5 more minutes. Okay, let's see. Did we get to all the Oh, let's do shakas and shout outs, and then I'll do that bonus clip. This is Davey D and Lena Girl. I co-hosted this show, did the whole show with them. I think it was last week or the week before. Really great people. I don't know what it is. I just like this show. Here, check this out.
Oh my goodness, Lena Girl just asked me if I'm on medication because I've been sick. I said, yes. I'm on fake quill right now. Stuffy head, cough, cold. You only can pick one. It cannot be all three.
That's what happens when you take the generic brand, brother.
Lena Girl will be there. Davey D will be there. Time for some shakas and shout outs. And shakas and shout outs to the legendary Hawaii icon, Ke Aloha Kalama. Her ohana shared the news that Hawaii's beloved and treasured pillar passed away at the age of 93.
Ke Aloha Kalama was a well-known kulu hula and entertainer. She started her own halau in 1971, Hula Halau o Pohai Ke Aloha at the Bishop Museum, where she performed for over 25 years. Wow. And that's where I got to know her while working at the museum when I was in high school. She also produced her own Polynesian review for many of the showrooms in Waikiki.
All of what you just outlined there is like just a small fraction of her accomplishments. She is such an impressive mana wahine. So if you have time today, please read the article that was written about her at kitv.com. There's so much more that you're going to discover about her and our contributions to Hawaii.
Auntie Ke Aloha Kalama is survived by 3 sisters, a daughter, 2 sons, and 4 grandchildren and great-grandchildren, as well as a goddaughter from Colorado. Her ohana is asking for privacy during this time. Funeral services are pending.
She had such a beautiful smile.
She did.
Smile.
She is sassy. I love her.
Yes. All right. Shakas and shout outs to Hilo Bonsai Kyoshitsu and Mokuhonua Bonsai Kai Clubs. It's hosting a bonsai show in Hilo Friday and Saturday, June 27th and 28th at the Wailoa Center from 9 a.m.
I was wondering when someone was going to trim that recalcitrant branch. Oh my, it blew the whole tree. Now it looks great.
4 p.m.
Bonsai is a living work of art that cannot be compared with any other art form. This is your chance to admire the beauty of bonsai and talk story with club members.
My dad really liked bonsai. I'll tell you a real quick story. And, he would like take a rock and, like they see them put the roots and then, pack it and try to get trees that look like this. One day we're driving down the freeway, right? And we go off this off ramp and there's a bridge and he sees this tree that evidently was growing through a crack on the freeway bridge. And he goes, watch for cars, watch for cars. And he gets out and digs this banyan tree out of this crack in the freeway because it was restricted because of where it was. So it was naturally bonsai'd, and he took it home and made one of these out of it. Yeah, the guy just loved those. Kind of grew up with that.
All right, shakas and shout-outs to the Hawaii Department of Transportation for providing us the heads up for town-bound commuters that will be a full closure of the Likelike Highway.
Now, beginning Monday, June 30th, from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Yes, family, that's weekdays.
Wow.
In the middle of the day, the Honolulu-bound lanes of the Likelike Highway will be closed for the installation of hanger rods in the ceiling of Wilson Tunnel.
Replacement of the rods through this project will reduce the likelihood of emergency closures of the tunnel. Now, for more information on the full closure of the Likelike Highway Honolulu bound or the Hilo Bonsai exhibit, go to kitv.com/links.
And for the many accomplishments of kumuhula and legendary entertainer Kealoha Kalama, please go to kitv.com and search Kealoha Kalama. Rest in aloha, Auntie.
How's the vibe on that show? Oh, man. And, you know, when I was co-hosting with them, right, they said, hey, you're doing a podcast. This should come natural. I was a complete fish out of water because, you know, they do it every day. They've got their thing. And I'm sitting there going, oh, my turn for talk. Oh, yeah, hi. You know, it was, I went, wow, really appreciate what they do daily, right? Kind of like the Daily Pidgin. Yep. I loved the bonsai garden at the Pearl City Tavern. Yes, they did a wonderful thing. Hey, there's Don Ho. Hey, I like bonsai too. Okay, so now let's get to this last one here. Now, what this is, remember we were talking about scams? Okay, this is a very short little video, but well, I'll just play it and then we'll talk about it.
New tonight at 10 on the Big Island, scam callers are impersonating police officers using their real names and numbers.
Gee, I wonder where they got their real names and numbers.
And demanding money for missed court appearances and outstanding warrants. Investigators say they ask victims to pay with untraceable gift cards. Police say they will never request payments over the phone. To verify claims, call 808-935-3311.
And if you're still using this phone, no wonder you get a ripoff.
New tonight at 10 on the Big Island, scam callers are impersonating police officers using their real names and numbers and demanding money for missed court appearances and outstanding warrants. Investigators say they ask victims to pay with untraceable gift cards. Police say they will never request payments over.
Okay. If someone calls you up, pretends to be a police officer, says you have a fine or you'll go to jail and wants you to go to Walmart and get a gift card and send it to them, maybe it's not a real police officer. I don't know. And you know, I'm not a cybersecurity expert. You know, this reminds me of, you ever get one of those spam emails that says, you know, dear sir or madam, you just won $2 million and we would like to send it to you. Just give us your name, address, social security number, and, you know, credit card information. Even though we don't know your name, we'd like to give you $2 million. How many people go, wow, that sounds legit. Should I do that? Or I wish I could, but I have to go to Walmart and get a gift card for that cop who called me. What? I know. Okay, Miles, you saying goodbye or are you saying hello? Aloha. All right. Oh no, exactamo. All right, guys. Hey, Gil Soto, let me say hi to Gil before we go. There we go, gang. So, thank you for watching the show. I appreciate it. And again, next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I have a piece of news. I had to cancel the show in Las Vegas. And I've been pimping it out for 2 weeks here. Delirious Comedy Club in Las Vegas. They called today. They haven't sold one ticket. Okay. So I called my friend in Vegas. I went, well, what's going on? And she said, your draw is primarily with local people. And the local people who live in Vegas hate going to that casino because it's right down in the armpit of Vegas with all the tourists in that mall where everybody act nuts and stuff. That's where the club is. And they said, local people don't want to go there. So we canceled that show. But the Pasadena show on July 12th, that's a Saturday, that's almost sold out. So if you're planning to go to the show with Kamaka Brown and myself in Pasadena on July 12th, that's a Saturday, get your tickets now because, again, that one's very close to being sold out. And we're, 2 weeks away, okay? Yeah, I know. See, look, off the, yep. Yeah, you got it, off the hook. See, there we go. We hate downtown. That's exactly. A lot of people feel that way about Waikiki here. Maybe swing up to Seattle instead of the Ninth Island. I would love to, but we got to get a promote. Well, you were there. Remember what all we went through? All we went through to do that. Okay, guys, I'm going to hit the button. I just like to thank everybody for being here. Mahalo nui loa, you buggers. I'm going to hit the button now, and we're going to finish the show. Thanks,